Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to Ivy Knows Best. It's me, the lavish lord himself, Mr. Rick, alongside one of my co-hosts, Miss Chrissy. What's going on?
Nothing. Good morning
All right,
or
right
good
on.
afternoon or whatever it is wherever you are.
Me, I live beyond time, so
I
there is no
mean,
time here in the lavish palace, as you know.
okay, Thanos.
Amen. Amen. Give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen, while I take a sip of the tears of my enemies, as that's what Rick does.
Oh, Jesus.
Very good. All right, now let's get started, shall we, Christy?
I mean, might as well. We're here. Let's do this. This is the first time we've done a solo situation. You know that, right?
You know what? You've done one with Eric, and he did an amazing job. Not mad at him, but
Mhm.
today you get the lavish lord. All right.
I am very excited to meet the lavish one. So let's see what he's about and what the difference is between him and Eric.
Well, obviously, let's go ahead and start first and foremost that you see him in his wonderful, wonderful robe
Oh,
made of the skins of those who do not believe in his lavishness. That's number one. And I see that you have got yours
I put
as
on a little
well.
silky silk for you too today.
All right. Shout out to you. You look amazing today, and thank you for showing up with us today. Okay.
I look amazing. I sound terrible, but when Eric calls, I show up.
And this luckily for them, they don't know who Eric is. Eric didn't make the call. Rick did. So you're
You're
in the
so
building
annoying.
regardless. You're in the building regardless, right? So check this out, guys. So I was hanging out recently, right? And I'm not one to really beat a dead horse, but I want to say the City Boys is up 5,000 right now. Okay.
Johnny,
Uh, yeah. In Johnny's case, 15 million is how much the City Boys is up. 15 million this year. Okay. First man ever to beat a woman in an argument.
to beat a woman in an argument.
Period. Period. I said this the other day. I said, listen, if Johnny wins this, we celebrating all
I
year
mean,
long,
I
all
had
year
a
long.
feeling that he was gonna pull it off because she was doing some wild shit. So, and the fact that he had recordings to back up all his claims, and all she had was tears.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like though. Here's what I didn't like. I didn't like that he didn't get the full 50.
Well, they have to be fair.
Fair, fair. Where was the fairness whenever Disney? All right, I'm glad. Oh my god, where was the fairness whenever Disney kicked Johnny to the curb?
Listen, they don't even know what they lost by doing that because Johnny Depp is a fucking genius. Anybody who knows me knows that I love Johnny Depp. I think Johnny Depp is a fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything that you give him, he will take it. Because I thought Pirates of the Caribbean was going to be a fucking joke. My sister was like, yo, just watch it. I'm like, I ain't watching that silly shit. I couldn't stop watching.
My son watches it all the time,
Like,
all the
he's a
time.
fucking genius.
Captain Jack Sparrow is one of the most iconic
100%.
figures
A
that
hundred
we
percent.
have, right? So, and I said this. I said, here's what's nuts about that. They allowed Amber Heard and Amber Heard's stories, right, and lies that we found out they're actually that's exactly what they are, um, to deter them from continuing on with Johnny because
Yeah.
they felt like, hey, she said this, we don't want to be a part of it. I get it. As a business, they jumped off the bandwagon, whatever. I'm a firm believer in this, and this is going to kind of feed into the rest of our show. When you quit that early, before you hear all the facts, right, and we deem people one thing or another, we lose the ability to say anything else to that person if they actually do the shit. Okay, OJ Simpson was the only person in history that I've met that I've ever seen us be right about the first go round, and he still catch it the second go round.
I mean,
Only one.
I can't, OJ's OJ.
Right, but the thing about it, OJ is the only one we've ever had where we've been like, you know what, he probably did that shit,
He probably did that shit.
and he needs to
But
be in
they,
jail
I
for
mean,
it.
they found a way to get him regardless. So,
Right. So now in today's society, obviously it's a little different. Because we're gonna jump into the Deshaun Watson thing and all that. I've always had this question for people: when you get in trouble as a rich person, the one thing they start to do, Michael Jackson did it, Bill Cosby's done it. And we're not naming them to pick on them. We're naming them because they were people who've been in some kind of trouble. They start paying people
yeah.
to cover up what they've done, right?
I mean, money solves a lot of problems.
Right. And my question for those people, and I'm not victim shaming at all, because people have been victimized, is how does money change what happened to you?
It doesn't.
It doesn't change a
It
damn
makes
thing.
it's gonna what it does is it makes their life easier. So if I can enjoy, an expensive trip, maybe I'll shut the fuck up about what actually happened to me. You know what I mean? If I can
Right.
enjoy a nice home, a nice car, better clothing,
Right. But that
you
doesn't
know,
change.
that
Think
it
about this,
happened.
right? Like imagine if I stab you, right? You get me locked up. I pay you money, or give you some kind of restitution. You get stitches. That's not going to change the fact that your body still has that trauma with it,
Yeah.
right? Your brain is going to be traumatized. Your well-being, all that, like all of that, right? So when looking at the Johnny Depp situation, I'm like, I wanted him to get money to kind of prove a point that none of that shit matters, because
Right.
Johnny Depp still has to carry the stain of possibly abusing his wife,
Yeah. And
regardless
it's still
whether
gonna affect his career and the way people see him because the fact that the accusation was there, it's never gonna go anywhere.
exactly. You know what I've never done? I've never done. Me and Eric, we walk around simultaneously, right?
I
Together
cannot.
in harmony, and he's never done it either. But one thing we've never done is put our hands on a lady friends. That's not what we do. But
Right.
when I first heard it, I was like, "Damn, Johnny, for real, my boy, like you really just beating bitches up." But then when she pooped in his bed and all this other shit came out, I was like,
That's crazy.
ew. Like it kind of started being like, was that why you beat her ass, Johnny?
She behaving
No,
like a dog.
you hit her and she shit in your bed, didn't you, Johnny? Okay, I can see where you're going with that. I can see why you would be upset, right? But that's not what it is. That's not what it was. It was all lies, and she was very abusive towards him, and
Yeah.
he has the proof to prove it, right?
I
I'm
think
yet
at
to.
some I feel like when so much trauma is happening at some point, especially like a person like him, he probably knew that it was going to come to that because he probably realized a little too late in the game who he was married to, the type of woman he was married to, that was probably going to be a possibility. So he had to put these things in action to protect himself. And thank God he did that, because there are a lot of men who deal with, abusive females and they don't, do those things to protect themselves. So they're going to have to live with the stigma of being someone who's abused their wife or abused their children or something like that because they didn't think like, oh my God, she's going to do this to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because I'll be honest with you. Now, look, I'm not saying that all of us men are victims of abuse, because it's not everybody, but
Oh,
a large majority of us have been abused by the woman that we love. And now, look, I hate to put this into a community standpoint. I hate separating it based off race or anything else like that. But in the Black community, you piss a sister off, you probably gonna catch some abuse.
not
You're
for
gonna
me.
catch. No, it's
If you
whether.
piss me off, like if you, I don't understand how if someone gets mad to put your first thing is to put my hands on you. Do you
No,
know
well,
how? Go
the
ahead.
level of the level of abuse I'm speaking of might not. It ranges though. It's not all physical. Some of it is, you know, emotional. Some of it's verbal. Now, women are ladies, not all of
Very
y'all,
verbal.
but that verbal abuse y'all do
The
is
quick to tell you
second
how
to
your dick
none.
is small. Quick
Second,
to tell you how your dick is little. You can't fuck. You ain't got this.
your mama's dead. Your uncle got one leg. Your your real daddy lost in the slap off fight to your stepdaddy. Yeah, all y'all hoes, you can't fight. I'm gonna go fuck the nigga down the block, and I'm gonna do it on your. Like, it's all type of shit. All type
Oh,
of shit.
and the main one is that's why this baby ain't yours anyway.
Oh
Now
no,
you just all fucked up. Now you're swabbing the baby in they sleep and setting the friggin' DNA test in the mail and shit.
man. You know who never had to deal with that? Me. Me. All my kids is mine. If you ever had the opportunity to lay eyes on any of them, they mine. If they not, their mama got some real good explaining to do. Like I want to be. I like my genetics are strong. So when I look at my children, I'll be like, that's my child. That's my child. But for those who do suffer that, like you were saying, it's sick. It's a cold world that they
Yeah,
live in, right?
it definitely is.
So definitely, being a person, being a male, and back to what I was kind of originally alluding to, a lot of our community issues, I see a lot of domestic abuse and domestic issues, right? so many people inside of our community, not, not to spurn the rest of them, but especially in the Black community, domestic abuse is a thing.
Yeah.
And I know it's very real everywhere else, but it's so real within our community that there's portions of people who kind of just become so numb to it. You see it, it's just like, okay, Susie's slapping up Johnny again. Oh, like, why are we turning a blind eye to an abusive woman?
Yeah.
We shouldn't. We should never turn a blind eye to anybody who's suffering abuse, male or female.
I agree.
And I think
100%.
And I think that's what this Johnny thing kind of covered up or uncovered for us and kind of unpacked. And now City Boy's up 15 million. You know what I'm saying? Super happy for Johnny.
Are you the one who put that meme out? Because you seem very proud of it.
I didn't, but shout out to those who did, because now they've given me something to say. All right. Hey, now on to the next thing, because we're unpacking the sweet current events of today.
There's been a lot going on in the world lately.
Craziness, right? Craziness. So, Deshaun Watson, another woman has come forward. If you don't know who Deshaun Watson is, quarterback for the now Cleveland Browns, was playing for the Texans, had to sit out, had all these allegations of sexual misconduct, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Now, hear me out and hear me good. I don't know if Deshaun Watson did it, but I do know that the court has not chosen to prosecute him, finding him not guilty, honestly, by way of them not being able to prosecute for lack of evidence, blah, 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 whatever. But we realized when we were talking pre-show, Deshaun Watson was talking about paying these females money, which kind of, to me, I don't understand rich people because I'm not rich. I'm one of the people, if you said I did something, I'm willing to fight it to the end. I'm not going to pay you just to do it. Went through a divorce, fought her to the bitter end. Okay, don't care. I love that woman at one point. God bless her. But at the end of the day, I was willing to fight her until the casket dropped.
Of course, because your name is your name,
Right. These rich people don't give a flying fuck.
Time is money too. Like, I don't necessarily want to spend time in court.
Here goes
sometimes the mindset is that, like, I don't want to spend time fighting you and dragging me all over the fucking papers and shit like that and social. So take this money, sign this paper, shut the fuck up and get the fuck on.
See, but here's my thing though. That don't remove the stain, man.
Yeah. It saves the time. And unfortunately, that's the mindset. It saves the time.
But in public, think about this: the public perception of Chris Brown, for example. All right, and I'm using Chris Brown as this example, not because I feel like what Chris Brown was accused of was correct, but because it's a very valid point. Chris Brown did not pay Rihanna a damn dime, did he? No. Not that I know of. All I know is Chris Brown cannot shake that perception that happened before he was 25 years old. No matter how far away we were removed from the Rihanna situation, it's always brought up. People are always refusing to do business with Chris Brown because of something like that. Even if he would have paid her. Michael Jackson continuously had to fight the stigma of being a rapist or a molester or whatever you wanted to call him of young boys, because he continued to pay out this money to make people go away.
Yeah.
And I was like, it never changed what was said about you. Cat Williams even made a crazy joke about him because of it. No matter how much you pay, it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
The stain is there, so why not fight it? You got the money to do it. You legitimately can win in court because you can definitely.
He did fight some of it to the point where he did fight some of it, and he did get proven that he didn't do it or whatever that came out. So he still chose to pay a lot away.
I'm not paying you fucking thing. If any of y'all ever come out like, oh, that lavish motherfucker Rick, he did this and he did that, and he walked up and he had on a wonderful robe and sunglasses.
Not a wonderful robe.
And he smelled like the finest of colognes when he walked down.
I cannot with you.
Like, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like the nigga was floating and he touched me inappropriately. If you describe me as accurately as I just described myself.
I cannot with you. You were floating. Wow.
Float. I didn't walk. I floated. Right. Okay. I floated down.
Did you walk on water too?
No. However, However, I can walk on the graves of my enemies because God bless the dead, right? But anyhow,
Yo,
um,
you are on one today.
yeah, take it in, take it in, take it
I
in.
cannot.
You know, but it's crazy because when you look at this type of situation, you're like, damn, every single person that came forward against him being Deshaun Watson, really had a lawyer who's pushing for them to get paid instead of pushing to put this man behind bars. It really became a money thing.
Mm-hmm. Because
Like,
guess what? The lawyer gets some of that.
yeah, so it's like, bro, like, I don't care if he did it or not. I want now. This is me. This is what I would
Check.
do. This is what I want to check. This is what I would do though. This is just me. If Oprah Winfrey busts through my door, I'm laying back. I'm in my lavish sarcophagus. You know what I mean? Recharging my batteries. I pop up, boom. Oprah, no. She starts taking from me, right? And I start giving more. I start giving more than was being taken because you got me fucked up, Oprah. But nonetheless, let's get back to the story.
You're about to wear Oprah out. Continue.
I'm taking Oprah to task. You hear me? All your life, you will have to fight Oprah.
That's one
Anyway,
of my favorite movies, by the way.
you know what I mean? Shout out to that. So, what happened is, I wouldn't sue Oprah. This is just me, and I'm not. And I know we're making little jokes here and there. I would not sue Oprah because it doesn't change what Oprah did to me.
Right.
It doesn't wash away the stain that Oprah left on my spirit. Okay. Now this is a serious moment, right? Because this is why I personally detest uh people who are rapists and things like that. People who are just really sexually sexually charged to a point where it's not accidental. It's like it's perfect. You take something from another person, right? When you're taking something from someone else, you're not staining anything but their spirit. Physically, their body will heal, but their spirit carries that. Their mental, their mental capacity is carried with that situation for the rest of their
And
days.
trauma is always trapped inside your body. You've been through traumatic experiences. You know that trauma, unless you really truly find a way to deal with it, trauma is a part of you. Trauma is trapped inside of you. And the weirdest, simplest things will trigger it. So
Facts. And
I
it's
agree.
sad. It's sad because what happens is you see a lot of these people play that game. They play a really sick game and they play it really close to people and they'll go, oh, well, I paid her money. R. Kelly can't pay nobody money right now because people got fed up with R. Kelly raping people
Yeah, that's
who are
my guy
underage.
too. But I don't know why he thought that that was going to go on for so long. Like at some point, you're going to have to pay the piper. Pun intended.
All puns intended, right? You ain't paying
I
nothing,
love
Robert.
Kels. Anybody know me? Like Kels is still in rotation, but
Hey, I ain't
at
never.
some point,
I said this
he
the
was
other
gonna have
day.
to pay the piper.
I said ain't no beat. The only people who can beat him in a versus battle. There's only two people who can beat him in a versus battle, in my opinion.
Cool.
Michael and Prince.
But I'm gonna go with Prince, not because Prince is just that amazing, but because he's the only one that he didn't write for. He wrote for MJ, so I can't even say MJ could beat him because he wrote for him.
See, but
So
here's my thing with MJ. When MJ start hitting shit like Thriller and start hitting shit like,
yeah, the creativity is crazy.
yeah, like it's there's some songs you just can't. They're
Yeah.
timeless, and Michael has so many of them.
Yeah,
I'm just obviously I named Thriller because it's right there, but
it's
even
right
if
there.
even if we would do like Remember the Time or anything like that, Michael is going to wipe the floor with whoever except for like I said,
Yeah, no,
except for
I'm
Prince.
riding with you. Like you named some caliber people there, so I can't even fight.
But it's sick because R. Kelly, as talented as he is, as much as we're saying him, I don't know if anybody could really put a dent in that man in the versus battle.
No, there's not
I
a one.
mean, him and Missy are probably the only, like him and Missy would be a really good one, but I think that he edges Missy too.
It's because I mean, Missy's written for a lot of people, but I don't know. Kel's just like he could literally do anything. The nigga wrote Trapped in a Closet. The nigga, like it just went, creatively he went crazy. Like Missy's creative. I love her to death. Like she be doing some shit, but she really can't touch it.
And here's the problem. R. Kelly wrote Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. He wrote all that shit. All of Aaliyah's bag. Fourth. I think he wrote that too. He wrote everything that's on her first album. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. That might not be on her first album, but he wrote everything on her first album.
That was a hit. And some that worked.
I mean, think about that. He's produced for everybody. He's written for everybody. R. Kelly is probably, let's be glad he's locked up and not doing verses.
I know.
Because
but let's be glad that he's locked up and he's not out here violating these women no more too. But I love him. I love him.
Ladies, y'all be safe out there. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta lock your sick uncle up.
Yeah, you still love him. He's still your people, but he needs
some people you just gotta love from a distance.
I don't think we can even love Robert from a distance. I don't think it's even. I don't know. Look, keep me out of it. All right.
No, seriously.
Keep me out
I get flack because I like R. Kelly's in rotation all the time. I hate me for it. I'm sorry.
I don't agree with his methods.
No, not at all. I like the music, not the man.
Yeah.
The music. Man, he again, and there's no excuse for people doing bad things to other people, but it's trauma that was trapped inside probably, and he just displayed it in a sick way.
Yeah. I said this about Kanye West. Somebody told me I was crazy. They said I don't like Kanye as a person. I was like, you don't like him as a person. You don't know him as a person.
Right.
You've never met him. You haven't sat down and had dinner with him. You don't know the person. None of us do. I was like, he's another person in the verses. You are getting worked.
Wash.
I don't think nobody, Jay.
Wash.
You if you put Jay-Z in there, have a large portion of Jay, because you can do things that you produced, right? He's gonna play a large portion of Jay-Z's catalog because he produced a lot of that stuff. Yeah. And I mean, it's just what it is. That's just me though. But let's not go too far. But Kanye West as a person, we're just using him as an example, not badgering him or anything like that, or bashing him. The reality is Kanye West is a genius when it comes down to music. And people do not like Kanye West because the things that Kanye West has stood for in the past. Mm-hmm. Not realizing that Kanye West, the person, is not the same as Kanye West, the artist.
Yes.
They just happen to bleed in those two things because they're so closely associated, right. And you can't separate the two. Just right. Like Deshaun Watson, the football
player. Eric and Rick,
Two different people. Same body, though. Same body. Listen, a large portion of my podcast body of work is actually done by Rick, okay? Eric just happens to say the shit that Rick be thinking.
I cannot.
Before we had a name for this shit, y'all can go back and look at all of my past episodes, all of them, when it was just whatever. If you watch that show, you watch any of my old shows, I have a whole lot of the same ideologies that I have now. The only difference is I gave my ideologies a voice.
Yeah.
Their name. Yeah. I was texting them one day in the group.
You've always been saying stupid shit.
All the time. And most of it wasn't even stupid. It was just weird. It was just different. Like,
you know what? I applaud you because sometimes you have the balls to say the shit that no one is gonna say, but they're thinking it. Mm-hmm. So, and the escape is that you gave it a name. So you don't have to be like, Eric said this. Oh, Rick said this wild shit the other day. And people are like, that nigga Rick.
That nigga Rick did that. I said on the text message that one day. I was like, that one didn't me. Rick did it. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. Rick did that. I've been trying to fire people for weeks off the show. You're all fired. Everybody's fired. Everybody go home.
Show up. Another motherfucker gone.
Then I start texting.
I make the cut every week, guys.
Every week, Chrissy doesn't get fired.
Congratulations to me. I keep on making the cut.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll come around.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
It'll come around. The only person who can't be fired on this show is me.
Oh wow.
And Kush.
Wow.
And Christy.
Get it right. Thank you.
And
unless Kim, I fire myself.
And Nicole.
Pussy.
Yeah, that's it.
What about Kim?
I just said Kim.
Oh, did you say Kim? I thought you mumbled Kim. You can't fire my Capricorn.
We can fire Kim right now. I'm joking. I'll never fire Kim.
Kim,
But
don't
look,
let him. I'm here for you, girl.
listen, look, Kim.
That's my
Hey, shout out
birthday
to
twin.
Kim.
That's my
By
birthday twin.
the way, cause she is on vacation right now. Shout out
Oh,
to
good for
Kim.
you, girl.
Yeah, shout out to Kim. Shout out to Kush. Um, they're working on Podcast Baby 2024 right now.
Oh my
Um,
God.
shout out to those guys. Nicole is somewhere existing in the universe. God
In
bless her too.
the metaverse.
She's in there somewhere. We might have to dig her up or something like that. But shout out to everybody. Now back to Deshaun Watson and the rest of these current events. Deshaun Watson, in my opinion, we got to separate the player from the actions. Let the NFL do what they do. Let these women who are accusing him not necessarily have their day in court, but have their say. And I don't think that there should be like a pay thing going on. I don't think you should be paying him. Now, granted, I get you can't criminally get him, so you hit his pockets, but he just got a 200 and some odd $1 million contract with a whole bunch of money guaranteed. Him giving you $100,000 does not change what you say he did to you.
But they're still gonna insist on a check. That's how it. That's the world that we work at and we live in now. That's how it's gonna play out. He's going to pay. He's gonna pay because either you go to jail or you pay, and he might choose to pay than jail.
See, but that's the part that hurts my brain, right? We say there's a thing called double jeopardy, right? One cannot be
Prosecuted for the same thing
prosecuted
more than one time.
for the same thing more than once. So how do we get you in a different version of court and then sue you for the things that you were just found innocent of or alleviated from crime wise?
Because just like you said, they'll go around and sue you instead. You're gonna
Right, but
either jail or pay, and I'm sure he'd rather pay because he probably did something close to what the story is. If it's that many people, I'm sorry.
probably. But
Right.
can we be honest right quick? Just like we said with Amber Heard, how many Amber Heards existed before we got to a point where she gets exposed and she pays for it, right? There's to be fair, in my opinion, there's Meg the Stallion, there's Jada Pinkett Smith. We still got to get both of them off the street.
Oh, you know, made me lean in.
If we can wash both those people up by this summer, the City Boys will be up 6 million.
You made me have to lean in for that one.
Sorry, 600 million. Because I still don't get it wrong. I would give you my personal opinion. I think Meg is lying.
I agree with you.
I think she's lying. And the Gail interview didn't do her any favors. I know that's old business, but I don't think she should be left
she definitely wasn't crying. I didn't see a teardrop
at all. She not only that, just did you have a sexual relationship with Tori?
The fat pause between that answer.
Yeah,
but then if you listen to the song that she dropped, trying to air him out, didn't she pretty much say that you fucked this nigga in the song, right?
Some say that was what was alluded to. You know, I can't. You know, we can't say that because they'll. You know, whatever.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
But I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Because I don't really listen to her music because I think that she's trash. But hate me for saying it, I don't care.
She texted, so I rock with her for that reason. But it kind of gets to a point where I don't rock with the lies.
Right. I fucked that little guy, and now I feel stupid because I stepped on glass and instead I lied and didn't want to own it.
And then just the whole world jumped to your defense, and not
protect
only
black women. Stop it. Any black man I'm around, protect. I've never been around a black man that did not protect me or make me their priority. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that narrative was very disgusting to me, that it literally came that bad where so many people were going ham on this protect black women. What black man have had any black woman been around that he did not make sure that you were safe and you're okay?
And you know what? Maybe, and this is just not devil's advocate, but I agree with you 100%. I don't think I've ever been a part of a situation as a African American male who's been around another black woman and just been like, none of my business. I've never seen that happen. Even hey, dude arguing with his girlfriend. Hey, bro, come on, hey, come on, fam.
Yeah.
That looks crazy right now. Now, am I going to jump in your shit when it's just verbal? Nah, because that's just words. You don't need to be protected from words. This is just me. All right. No, like your words, yes, they hurt a whole lot more, but I don't feel like protecting you from words is a necessity. I think protecting you from physical harm is,
right.
but at the same time, ladies, um, you know, fighting a grown ass man,
And watch your mouth, ladies.
yeah, and saying certain things to people, is definitely a whole nother situation. We kind of touched on Chris Brown and Rihanna. I know it's not something that hasn't been said, but we can go and revisit the reality of that. We don't know what happened from his perspective. We don't care. All we care about is Rihanna got beat up by Chris Brown. Woman got beat up by a male. Johnny Depp just got beat up by Amber Heard. We need to start seeking out more men who've been abused and get them to tell their story. We can put an end to this right now. We really could.
Well, there's, it's men are shamed for telling their story when it comes to physical abuse by women. And I know that no woman wants to hear me say that, but it's true because there are a lot of abusive bitches out here. And like you said, abuse comes in lots of forms, and verbally, women are like, uh, their tongue is wicked when it comes to hurting nigga feelings.
Yeah, yeah. And I say this too, like some stuff is just unnecessary. The hit me motherfucker, that right there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If you are a hit me motherfucker woman, stop it. Stop it right now. If you are a hit me motherfucker type of woman, cut that shit out. That's not, that doesn't say you need protection. That says you need either some really good training or therapy.
Right.
Because if you don't got therapy and you ain't got your mind straight, you're gonna need some protection for real. You're gonna need to protect yourself. I don't think we should be protecting grown ass people who put themselves in situations or positions to get beat the fuck up.
That's like sitting on a train track and dare the train track to hit you. It's gonna hit you.
Yeah, like and then on top of that, I also feel like, and just for all the people out there, let's cover this base. I'm not saying that it's okay for men to domestically abuse women or women to domestically abuse men. What I'm saying is, hey, Playboy, keep your hands off of the woman the same way I'm going to tell the woman, hey, keep your words and keep your hands off of the male.
Yes.
All y'all can avoid certain shit. And a lot of women know they can't beat their man up, so they use their words to do it. Like, I was watching this the other day. I seen this. Dude is like 6'9", almost 400 pounds. Big motherfucker. His wife is 4'11". Yeah, under 5 feet tall. Small ass woman. I said, that's going to look crazy in bed, but none of my business. They're a married couple. She was controlling this large person with the things that she was saying. And like, mind you, I saw them in the store and I was like, that looks crazy. Get this for me. Get that. Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. He's just doing boom, boom, boom. That's fuck. Just going. I was like, it's crazy as fuck to see that, right? Her power is in her words, because we know physically, if you want to say, bitch, you get it. He could legit pick her up and make her go get it. What's she gonna do about it? She was not more than 150 pounds. She was a little bitty woman. Like, what can you really do with that situation?
Yeah.
But when you see that, you understand the power that words have, which is why I always tell the ladies, listen, your power is not being masculine. Acting like a male, that's another thing. It's sundress season. Y'all better take these damn shorts off and all that bullshit. All right, and loosen the booty meat, goddamn it.
Loosen the booty meat.
Free the booty meat, man. Fuck wrong with y'all? I know it's real.
Fellas, make sure we got them short shorts on, okay?
Nah, get them.
Make sure we see them thighs. Make sure we see that print, honey.
Okay? Whatever y'all into, Y'all heard what she said.
Make sure
Tell
those
them
knees is out, buddy. Make sure we see the muscles in those thighs, okay, fellas?
Hey, don't skip leg days, gentlemen. If you skip leg days, about to show right now, because that hoochie daddy short shit is for real.
That just like y'all got sundress season. Let's free them thighs. Get those thighs out here. Let's see what we got going on, fellas.
Here's the crazy part about that. Let's talk about it right quick. Sundress season. We need to go ahead and push out some more rules, because the younger group, they're all wearing these basketball shorts and these Jordan 1s. Bitch, I don't want to see them tight ass shorts and them Jordan 1s. Okay, yeah, that was cool for the springtime, but summertime, you got to let that booty breathe. Let it breathe.
Oh my God.
All right. Rick did not survive winter. I was like fall, winter, and spring for you to cover them yams up in the summer. No.
How do we get here?
Rick needs to see that yamage. Okay.
You got your own yams at home to look at.
Yeah, this is true. You know what? This is true. Black men don't cheat, and Rick don't look at nobody else's yams.
Period.
So allow me to say this correctly, because I know she watches. Rick is only requesting the yamage to be free because Rick likes looking at the yams he got at the crib. But for the rest of the brothers who want the yamage to be free, this is who Rick speaks for. Rick don't speak for.
Oh, I didn't know that you were a public service announcement.
Oh, PSA. Free that ass. Free that ass. There's a whole slew of us out there. Now, granted, we're all not always on one accord.
Oh, okay.
But for all of us who do appreciate the booty meat, sundress season's a thing for a reason. It wasn't biker short season, but don't fuck about the fucking bikers. Take them shits off. Put that fucking sundress on.
Are you okay? You done?
I'm sorry. It's me.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded really personal, so I just wanted to let you have it.
No, it just hurt me a little bit, just knowing that they don't appreciate what God blessed them with.
Understood.
Shame. So go ahead. Hey, Hoochie Daddy short season for all the Hoochie Daddies out there. Cheers to you and to all the women out there.
We appreciate you for that.
Freedom yams. All right. Sundress season. It's still a thing. We can still make it go. You look, it's only June.
July, August. The fact that it's June is wild to me. You thirsty as shit, huh?
I had to have it. To answer your question, yes, it is crazy. It is June because we were just inside with masks on, thinking that this thing was going to destroy the world.
Yeah.
And now here we are, maskless.
You can see my pretty face. The whole world now can get it.
Look, y'all already knew what Rick was. Okay, when y'all already knew what I was.
You can't even wear a proper face mask with that dumbass beard.
Okay. All right, listen. This last time I'm gonna let you get away with that. Okay. All right. No more beard slander. All right, because we know that you like beards. You like beards. You like beards. It just depends on who you like them on.
The only thing that you can have is a little like on your chin and like a mustache.
That's weird. No. Now, have
you
you seen me without a beard?
No, but you don't have to go completely hairless on the face. Just take the sides off and take the length off, and it's just keep like.
I can't do that.
You can. You would be surprised at how great your face looks.
Oh no! I know how great it looks under here. I mean,
exactly.
My facial regimen is second to none. Okay.
So exactly, why not treat the rest of your skin? You're only treating part of your skin. Your pores are wide open because that disgusting hair is growing out of it.
I'm glad you said that. So, let's get into Lavish Rick's tips for beard care. Okay. I wash not only my beard, but I wash the skin under my beard.
How can you do that when there's hair growing out of it?
You asked. What you do is the same shit you use on your face, right? You use it under your beard. You massage it into your skin because there's skin under your beard, right? It's not like a leather mask or something. You get in there, you part your shit, you get in there. Then you hit it with the beard wash. You rinse your face, boom, you good. You can wash the hair and the skin. You can take care of it, man. Look, there's ways of taking care of yourself. Just look, I ask women this all the time. How do y'all wipe y'all ass with them long ass nails?
You tried to comfort me just now?
No, I did not. Not you. That
was real cute.
Not you. Well, I'm just saying to you. Think about that.
You wipe with short ass nails.
Thank you. Right? You know this because there's obviously a way to do it. Right? That's why I tell people who don't know any better. That I said this right once about beards are dirty, they're disgusting. You get stuff in them, and you wash it out. Ugh. You're supposed to take care of yourself. My beard smells amazing. Can't keep a woman off me. Can't keep a woman off me.
Lord.
And by a woman, I mean the only woman I'm with.
Good save.
Because Rick don't cheat. Rick minds his business. You know, I also realize this. People don't want you until you with somebody else anyway. So
this is a fact. They want you more when they know that you with somebody. It's like the level of chase becomes so aggressive to the point where it's just like, where was this when I told you I was single and I was looking for a man? Like, you are actively after it. Like,
a large part of that shit for men, and I don't care If it's not all men, I ain't doing that shit. A large part of that for those men who do those type of things is the chase, number one. And number two, hitting somebody else's shit lets you know you still got it. Now, I don't know what it is for ladies, but women flirt
It's the
differently
same
from men.
concept.
Okay, so there you go then. So you answered
It's the
that part.
same thing.
But I also feel like women don't have flirt game. I've never met a woman who knows how to flirt. All right. Oh my God. Any woman I've ever dealt with, I'm not saying all women, anyone I've ever dealt with has never known how to flirt.
Here's the thing: women don't need to flirt. All we gotta
Bullshit.
do is come up to you and bat our eyes and tap you on the shoulder and laugh when you say something close to funny, and it's a wrap.
You breaking the touch barrier only tells me that you want to fuck. That doesn't tell me that you
Because
did like.
half the time that's all it is too. Like that's the thing that men think, that every woman is not after you because they want a relationship with you. No, they want you to spend some money on them. They want you to take them out to eat, and they probably just want to fuck you.
Sounds like a relationship to me.
No, not necessarily. I've dealt with people where I don't want a relationship with him, but I do want to spend time with him, and I do want to fuck him.
Okay, so check this out.
But I don't want to do it all the time.
Let's take out the money. Let's take out the money portion of that, right? We remove me spending money on the person. Hypothetically, I stop spending money on the person. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I stop. Okay, if it's just a fuck thing, you just want to fuck, all you need to do is call me at the midnight hour and Rick's gonna turn it around. Okay, and around and around. Shout out to that church music.
I told you, it's not that hard.
Too easy. Look, ladies, if you trying to hit somebody up, right? Boom, no problem. Here we are right now. Boom. Oh, I want to fuck on you. Hey, what you up to? Don't play with me. I cannot read signals. I cannot read signs. If you say hello to me, you want me. I've said it before on the show. I can't take compliments or we go together. Have I not said this, Christy? Hang on. Yeah, I mean, I've already said before, don't compliment me when we go together. Don't.
I mean, but it doesn't mean that. I could give you all the compliments. You know, oh God. Men really think that they're the only ones who have game. Women have probably even better game than men have. I've said this so many times. Because half the time we can tell you what you want to hear, just like y'all do it to us, but we can make you believe it. And you will really think that it is only you in my world, when it's probably you, John, Frank, Rick, and probably somebody else that I just keep on the string just to keep them there just when I get bored of those four.
See, that's a different type of game. Hard. That's a different type of game, though. Here's why. That game versus flirtatious game is I can have multiple niggas at my whim. I can keep them on there because all I have to do to keep them on there is have a vagina.
Pretty much.
Right.
Because men don't know how to do anything else. They fall for that every single time. So for a woman to flirt, that's useless. I don't need to flirt with you. For what? Yeah, but I gotta do is laugh and touch a shoulder.
Now, gentlemen, this is where you need to be paying attention to what she's saying. So now what we're gonna start doing is make them flirt. If she ain't got no game, don't fuck with her. If she ain't got no mouthpiece, and what I don't mean by mouthpiece, like, mouthpiece, even though, mouthpiece is cool, but if she don't know how to talk and she a square ass bitch, you make that bitch walk. That's what you do. From now, you pick her up, you start talking to her. If she ain't worth shit, make her call her oop. You don't get in my car. You don't get in my car if you spend all the date time like this. Texting your homie, using this punk ass
like device. That is a woman who has that type of situation. She's very, the conversation is going to be easy because that's the part. That's what you want. You want to feel important. So conversation is easy for her. So I can just I don't have to flirt. I can conversation is what's going to get you. Because now you feel like, oh my God, I could talk to her. She's easy to talk to. She's funny. Flirting is not necessarily what we need to do. And flirting for us looks different.
Make her do it. Make her flirt, gentlemen.
But she is flirting by having a conversation with you, by being very verbal with you, by being engaging with you. That is flirtation. But it doesn't look the same for us as it looks for you. That's what you don't understand.
To me, it sounds like regular human interaction. You can't like, all right, now watch
But the
this.
thing, it's not gonna go that far if the man already doesn't know what he
Oh,
wants from her. And I already know what I want from you because I've decided to engage with you this long. So I already know where this is going. And I already know what I want.
Here's what's fucked up because I started laughing. I laughed about this because I started seeing it in my head. If I had it to the point where I felt like me just interacting with you equals interest, right? That means I view myself as super duper high, right?
Mm.
Even though all I want to do is have sex, right? So, gentlemen, what you do is you shift that power. The way you balance that, you bring that shit right on down to where you at is this. If she don't flirt, you don't pay. If she don't fuck, you don't take her nowhere. You sit your happy ass at home. If she done made you wait 3 months for that cat and she goes, okay, you done went out with her every other Wednesday or whenever you take out, you done spend money every single time and you ain't got nigga, she using you. No, fuck that. Here's how you save money this summer. You don't take her nowhere. Rick's rules for lavishness are out, my boy. Go follow those. Other than that, don't find your stupid ass taking nobody out for a long period of time, all summer long. She's going on dates when you ain't got no pussy from her. Nigga, it's summertime.
No, I don't think it's gonna go that far.
It's something. No, these hoes pouring Casamigos in their mouth from a bottle.
Ugh,
At some club. They pouring tequila and all kind of shit. Bro, look, they doing that. That's what they're doing. So if they doing all that and she got time for that, she got time for you too, big dog. Don't let her lie to you. Here's what you do. You treat her just the way she says she want to be equal, right? That's when you start treating her equal. You don't look, y'all go out to eat. She's paying her half, you're paying yours.
It depends on who asks who out. If you ask me out, you're paying.
Watch this.
If I ask you out, I'll pay.
If she ain't splitting them legs, you splitting the bill.
No. If I asked you out, if I invited you out, if it was my idea to go out, I'll pay. But I'm expecting you to still want to pay.
I don't care who idea it is. If we both going and you've been giving me mixed signals, now listen to what I'm saying.
But
this is where
mixed signals for how long? Because you're like communication for like months. That's real.
This is where communication is key, right? Our first date, yeah, I'm gonna pay for our first date, but our first date gonna be something free anyway. I'm not spending no money on you the first day I meet you. No, we're gonna go sit down and talk somewhere. Let's talk. Let's go in the park and let's chill. Here's why. If I take you out immediately and I set the bar right here, the day I just want to chill in the house, you're going to be expecting this every time. I'm not going to get you used to something that you're not used to. But what I'm going to do is here, first date, I'm going to do something real smooth. No pressure. You just talking. You tell me about it. We can go walk in the park. Go trip. Perfect example. Current relationship. I'll tell you exactly how this went. Our first date was Chick-fil-A. Who knew? But here's the thing about it. We went walking in the park, had a conversation. Nothing super elaborate. We ate our food. We went walking. We talked. We got to know each other. We conversated. The next date was something different. The following date was something different. And then finally, one of the dates was way up here. And then we didn't build to it. I just randomly jumped to it because I felt like it, right? I want you to see that I have range in my ability to date you. I'm not going to break you off with Ruth Chris today, Ruth Chris tomorrow. You can be expecting me to drive you somewhere where you got to dress up every time. No, but date nights are important. Sure. All right, we can go bowling. We can go skating if that's what you're into. We can go do whatever you like to do, baby. Boy, until we're not finna do every time. Spend Rick's money. Now, granted, if I get the box from you with the first date, I have no problem with you. We grown. We all do grown folk shit. But I'm saying what we not about to do. We're not about to play like you give me the box as a problem. That's what we're not gonna do.
No, but that's the female's decision. Because more times she already knows if you're gonna get it or not.
Oh no, that's another why you don't need to spend no money on it, brother. She already knows she's doing. Look, she knows why she's going anyway. Listen, if she knows for a fact if she's about to give it to you, this is why I be telling dudes, stop spending money on people that you don't know for a fact you are interested in. Not that you horny, not that you lonely, no, but you're genuinely interested in her because you're wasting your money and your time.
You're not
I'm not
wasting it. It's an investment.
investing in what? Some coochie? You
It's
invested in a headache?
investment. It could turn into a relationship.
I don't
You
invest in
never know.
possibilities. I don't invest in possibilities.
What?
I don't invest in
Do you
possibilities.
not have stock options?
I do, but here's the thing about it.
Oh, okay. It's a
But
possibility that you gonna get this money, or there's a possibility that it's
but
gonna
those are
sink.
proven commodities to turn around a
Yeah, but it's still
financial
a
investment.
possibility that you're still going to lose.
What is the financial investment that I get from doing that with her?
A lifetime of this woman by your side. The fuck?
Oh my God. And I'm by hers. Looks like it's equal. Looks like I'm giving out just as much as she's giving out. And
Uh,
then some.
uh,
What's she getting ready to give out?
she's turning your house into a home, honey. That's a lot of work.
This okay, watch this. I give you that. But here you want to know a secret?
What?
My house, I'm a homeowner. So me personally,
Here we go.
for any of us, no, for any of us who are men, you learn how to make your house homely. But I agree, a woman does have an ability to make your
She's got a
house a
special
home.
touch, right? That's gonna
She
make it
does.
different.
She definitely does. But here's
It
the thing
feel
about
good
that.
when you smell food in the house and know that your hands ain't cooking, right?
Man, hey, look.
It feel good to come home and the house is clean and you ain't do nothing, right? Or you didn't pay nobody to do it, right?
Okay, but
Feel
you do
good.
but you was paying for it. What you mean? You had to invest and do all this other shit to get her just to get there to do that. And most females, you gotta break her in. You legitimately gotta watch this. Take her to dinner, climb over any hurt and pain that she's ever had, wait for the coochie, wait, and then when you get the coochie, you gotta be a porn star. After you've been a porn star for her, then you gotta prove that you don't like other women or want to be with anybody else. Then you get with all the other housely options down the line. With a man, you might have to get over some of those things. Don't get me
What?
wrong. With a man, you have to get over some of those
You
things.
gotta this. It's the same trauma.
No, it ain't.
What?
No, it ain't.
You gotta deal with all these past bitches who probably hitting this nigga line. You gotta deal with him still like not sure if he's trusting you, not sure if he want to be in a relationship with you, not sure if he just want to fuck with you or just keep you as a sideline. You got to deal with a whole lot of the same shit. The only thing that might be different is the finances might be a little different. That's it.
Don't a lot of that sound like an
It's the
emotional?
same situation.
That sounds like an emotional issue that she would have within herself.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Think about this. Does he watch this versus? Does he have other bitches that he's talking to? That's a worry that she had, right? Does he only want me for sex? And another issue that she has in her thought pattern, not his actions, her thought pattern. What I'm saying is the difference is for us to get what you're talking about, we have to put out so much more and deal with so many other traumas. For example, this man did this to her in her prior relationship, causing her to build a wall. I now have to prove to her that I'm not like this. So now I'm scaling. So now I have to scale said wall to get over it. Then not only do I got to get over that wall, these are walls that she have, not me. These are not my personal thoughts. These are the things that she got going on. So within her personal thought pattern.
But how do you know that is she telling you this, or this is again, like you said, a thought process that you're dealing with, that you're creating?
No, but you see it normally.
Is she telling you that I have these walls up, or are you assuming that she has these walls up?
For most women I've dealt with, it's been they say, hey, I've been through this, I've been through this, I've been through this, and then they start acting on the fact they've been through that. And sometimes, and now I'm not saying this is specifically tailored to women. This is just what I've seen.
This is just in general. This is a people thing. This is people come into situations with trauma.
Now I haven't had my traumas cause me to be like, here goes a big wall, you got to scale. No, not really. It's just you got to
prove. Not think that if I were to ask your girlfriend if she had to deal with the wall with you, she'd probably say yes.
You know how
because
short that
we
wall.
don't know what we're projecting out. We assume that we're hiding these things that we've dealt with well. You know
that wall is knee high. It's a knee high wall. It's a wall.
Again,
all she needs to do is swing her legs over.
Ask her, you can't answer for her. If I were to ask her what she's dealt with to get to your heart, she might say it was a lot of work, as opposed to you saying, oh my God. And, you know, she might be a little more honest and be like, listen, I've been through a lot of shit. And just like you said, you're quick to say it's a knee-high wall. She might say it was the biggest wall she's ever had to climb in her life, but it was worth the climb. You understand?
maybe, but that
So perception is everything.
but her perception. I'll be honest with you though. Check this out. This is just me personally. I always say this. It's the reason why my walls are lower is because it doesn't take long for me to see you as who you are, right? The reason why it didn't take me long to see you as who you are is because I've been through a situation where I didn't see who somebody really was, right? So now I'm like, okay, from the beginning, you got, all right, yeah, you got a fat ass, yeah, your face is pretty, yeah, you smell nice, yeah, we at dinner. That ain't enough. That's no longer enough for a lot of these dudes, and a lot of dudes after the first time, you start looking for the signs that were wrong, and you don't build a necessary an emotional wall like a lot of women build. No offense, but a lot of women, lady friends, build an emotional wall that, nigga, for you to even get the pussy, you need to climb that emotional wall. To get a man to take you to dinner and pay for it, you just gotta look nice and keep looking nice, and he gotta be somehow interested in you. That's what I'm saying. So the emotional wall that she has to climb is super short because, oh shit, you still good? I do want me a piece of that ass. See how that works? Now watch this. The emotional wall that I gotta climb. Damn, that nigga did hurt her. That nigga did this. That nigga did that. And she internalized it, and got hard 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 and said, okay, I'm not going to do this with you because this is what happened last time I did it. So now I gotta fight that back. I gotta fight that back. I gotta fight that back. And then finally, after I done fought back 13, 14 different little things you had going on, now I can get you to come clean the house and cook the food for me. Now I can get the head off you without having to ask. Now I can get you to and that's another thing. This is what happens now. Not everyone does, because I thank God you don't do this. I don't gotta remind there's certain women I don't gotta remind to put the lingerie on and put that soft ass on me. Okay? No. I don't gotta remind certain people, but there are some people that fall off. They start off so fast. Lingerie the first night they lay down with the person. Perfume every night up until a certain point. Head for 28 minutes straight nonstop. Throat action, just all of it. And then 6 months later, that's all over. She's wearing basketball shorts to bed with a wife beater. Yeah. And on top of that, she's probably not wearing a bra, but guess what? That wife beater, that's a new bra, big dog. Yeah. She's cooking food, but she got an attitude. See, let's keep it cute. Keep it cute. We've been through this. Keep it cute. But a lot of dudes,
you're feminine. Let's not deal with the masculine. I've literally this past week I've reminded at least 2 or 3 of my friends to leave your masculine at home. Live in your feminine. She gets taken care of and she gets talked to and treated a lot better than your masculine will when it comes to a man. If you keep bringing your masculine out the house, niggas is gonna be disrespectful. You come off very defensive when you bring your masculine to the party. You don't need to bring her. I can't look like this and then be like, yo, what up? Whatever. Like, I can't do that. Like, I cannot do that. She needs to stay in the house.
Hey, yo, son.
He needs to stay in the house because no one needs that. No man requested that.
At all. That's why I be telling dudes, look, don't be no bitch ass nigga, bro. Don't. Women, no offense, women really don't like hanging around a lot of women all the time. Sometimes they be like, I need a girlfriend, but they don't really like hanging around bitches no way. So if you start acting like a bitch too, she's not going to kick it with you either. So just kind of, and being masculine doesn't mean that you're always completely in control of everything. It just means that eventually, you're not eventually, but your masculine traits exist well above those feminine traits that you might exhibit, right? Yeah. You might be a soft ass nigga sometimes, but there's sometimes you can be like, bitch, sit down, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Sometimes she wants you to grab her arm, like, baby, you look nice today. Kiss in the mouth, smack on the booty, and walk away. You don't even want no box from just smack on that ass.
It's just to make her feel soft and pretty. I mean, that's important.
Yeah, but yeah, I got that. Hey, I'll see you later. A lot of these females be cheating on their men because they be like, he's just so nice. I remember one day, hey, check this out. And y'all and fans, y'all gonna think this is funny, but it's not funny. All right. I was asking for consent from my girlfriend, right? Real simple. And we were talking about this. I don't care if she get mad about me telling her, but I was like, look, I said, hey man, would you like to do this, do that, right? Just kind of keeping it regular. They go, you really be asking your girlfriend, is it cool to do this and do that? I said, yeah, because it don't take that long for that to become something she don't want it to be, or I don't want it to be.
Right.
I'd rather be like, yeah, I asked you, did you want to have sex? You said yes, and here we are. Versus
Do
me.
you really ask that? You don't just go after it?
No, I'm be honest with you. There's some days that I do, there's some days that I don't, right? Because I don't know what you might be. Hey, baby, look, hey, you want? I don't ask like, hey, do you want to have sex? I don't like be like that. I'd be like, hey, let's da 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 da.
Right.
Or did you say something regular? And oh, okay, cool, no problem. So,
That's so funny that you asked. You're such a gentleman, Eric. I didn't know that.
No, for sure. With her, yes. Well, I mean, once I like you,
I
definitely.
don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever had a. Hey, so we're gonna have sex today, around 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
Is that
but
okay
think
with
about
you?
this, right? All right, spontaneity's cool, right? It's cool, but if like me, I am super aggressive about shit. So I'll grab you and shit. You be like, hold
That's
on, my
why
nigga.
I'm confused. Like, I've learned something new about you today.
Yeah, what now? But her, it's just like, hey, baby, look, hey, you look cute today. You know what? When we get home, I'm trying to, do this and do this with you a little bit. What do you think? Something
No,
real
just
cute.
go after it. Yeah, you go get it.
Nah, but here's why I say that though, because she's used to motherfuckers doing that. Every female is. Every female's used to that shit. So whenever I hit you with this game, you expect me to be like, oh, this nigga's nah, baby. I want you to feel like it's your choice. Because as soon as them clothes come off and we start doing shit, it's not your choice no more.